Hey artists, today we're going on a full nostalgia trip and drawing iconic childhood cartoon characters in Procreate. So first up we have Pink Panther. So with this one, as you can see, I put on every single video what brushes I used, or every single drawing anyways. What I did is I started out with a higher one, and then for the details I went in with the lower version of the studio pen. The round brush I only ever really use for coloring, or unless it's like big circles in a background or something like that, but I did use that for some of the coloring here. As you can see, I made my own little coloring palette to figure out what colors I wanted for the t-shirt. Now we're going in with the background. I wanted to do something with this little egg guy. I can't remember what his name is. He's a big part of Pink Panther, right? I haven't seen it in years, but I remember him. And here's that finished Pink Panther. Next we have Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong. I used to play a lot of Mario as a kid, so I was super excited to get the chance to draw these because I don't think I ever have before. Again, I use the same exact pens on mostly every one of these. They're my absolute favorite. If I use only 2 pens, you best believe this is what I'm going to use, or I also use the 6B pencil a lot. So what we did is I went in with a darker color first, which is what you always want to do. Darker before lighter. That is always my recommendation. So I went through and I did the outline, of course, and then I did all of Donkey Kong, finished up him, and then went to Diddy Kong. Time for background. I wanted to do something along the forest lines. I wasn't sure exactly what, and here's how that one turned out. Number 3, we have The Kids Next Door. So this cartoon, I remember watching it as a kid, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember anything about it, like at all. All I remember is that the little girl with the sweatshirt that we're gonna draw right now was my favorite, and that's it. But we're going in with the same exact studio pen. We're gonna go in and draw all the characters, and then we're working on the boards. My plan for this was doing like the tree house with the tree, as you can see, and then them be sitting on like the porch section of it. And of course, there's a guy sitting in the tree, because if my brain remembers right, he used to do that, but I could be wrong. And for some reason I still haven't figured it out, but the black screen is me turning off the background on Procreate. I don't know why it's randomly black and not transparent. It used to be transparent for a little while, but then it stopped. And here is the finished product. Next up we have Finding Nemo. This was my absolute favorite one that I drew. First of all, we're going to start with something really simple, just working on those letters. I did the white, but again, no transparent for some reason, so I just skipped ahead to me doing the outline of the colors. Next, I figured why not start with a little jellyfish and a fish? Like, it's an ocean, right? Next we have Sud Squirt, or whatever he says, I don't remember, but the old turtle guy. I don't remember anybody's names. I used to love Finding Nemo, but I'm terrible with names. Fun fact, I also have a Just Keep Swimming tattoo, which we are definitely going to be drawing Dory in this right after Marlin. Here she is, here's my girl. Again, going in with the same exact brushes. I did one character at a time just to make it easier. That way I knew exactly where I wanted to put everybody. All I did was I had a list of who I wanted. Of course, we got Nemo. We got the little turtle guy. And I decided to draw some little flowers on his shell because why not? He's adorable, right? Next up, we have the guy that Loki had an outtube. I don't remember his name. Of course I don't. Also, guys, if you are enjoying, remember that my commission is open on my artistry. I have a link in my description and in this video if you want a commission. Also, be sure to comment and tell me what you want to see next. What's your favorite cartoon character that I drew? What do you want to see? Did I not do yours? Like, let me know. Here's how that one turned out. Next, we have Kirby. This one took forever. This was like 150 layers, 30 some different little Kirbys. I don't know why my brain decided to do it this way, but we wanted to be extra the day that I started this. By the end of it, it was like day 3, and I was already like, why am I doing this to myself? As you can see, I just went through and drew a bunch of different Kirbys. I loved playing Kirby as a kid, like on Mario, I think it was, but me and my cousins were obsessed with it. Of course, we had to have a painting one, as you know. I just basically went through and drew most of the Kirbys that I could remember off the top of my head. I did look up a couple for inspiration just because I wanted to try and fill as much of the page as I can. The goal was to fill the page completely. As you're gonna see, that did not happen because I was just done by the end of this. I could not draw Kirby anymore. But we're just gonna keep going. I think I did 37 of these, if I remember off the top of my head. It might be less, it might be more, that's my estimate. But I mostly stuck with the same theme, did the same color palette, except for a few, like this fire one. Of course, we had to throw a couple painting ones in there because, you know, this is an art channel, why wouldn't we? Also, guys, let me know what your favorite, like, childhood game was below. I loved my pink Nintendo DS. You best believe that's what I was on every single day. Every single road trip, that's what I was gonna be using. I had this pet game that I loved, and then I loved Kirby. This is literally me right now just wanting to be asleep. Instead, I've been editing this video for the past 2 hours. So hopefully you guys enjoy, because I've been putting a lot more effort into my long form, mostly just because I've been wanting to focus more on tutorials since the Draw With Me's haven't been doing the best. So if you do enjoy the Draw With Me content, and I'm kind of bringing it back, I'm thinking about doing video games, but definitely let me know in the comments if you want to see more Draw With Me's. Totally down to do those, totally down to do just tutorials. And we finally get to the background of this. I filled in all the white, filled in the clouds, and here is that Kirby finished, or Kirby's I should say. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe for more art content, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!